What's up, my friends? Welcome back. Yes, there's a lot of new things happening. The beard is gone. And I feel like I've just lost like 10 pounds or something like that. But that big old beard was getting a bit out of hand, and everyone who has tried to grow out his beard will know that beard grows in weird ways. It has kind of like stages where it's all good and fine, but then it just takes a complete different turn, and it'll start to curl up on you and divide in two. And so I figured it was time to get rid of the big old thing and get a more decent look. I don't know, it is a weird thing to shave off your beard when it's been growing for so long. Also, it was my birthday yesterday, so thank you. 20 is still a young age, I know. So cheers to that. I know some of you guys out there are drinking a beer right now by watching my videos because you write me that. So cheers to you. Oh yeah, totally not an ad. Today's fly will be this Mallard baitfish, a really good pattern. I have tied this one before, but again, I think we could use an upgrade with a bit better quality on the film, and with some commentary, with me babbling along as I tie this fly up for you guys. So as usual, let's jump down to the vise here and tie this little fly. Okay, let's get this going. A white thread. I am really favoring this 30 denier tying thread from BAITFISH. Super thin and strong. Yeah, well, I just think it's a really good thread. So get a base layer on here. Just like that. Then you want to grab a Mallard feather. I guess you can use any color you want. These comes in a lot of cool colors. I want this to look fairly true to the real deal, so I've chosen a gray one. Make a few loose turns and kind of pull this until you get the length that you want. Tighten that up. Let's have a look. It's looking like a good length to me. So let's make sure this stays put. Tying it up all the way. Sorry. Get this off. Clean that up just a bit. Get your thread back to where you tied that in. Flip it over. Now the way I've put this is that it is just, let me turn this back, just on the top half of the hook here. Okay, so next feather on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it here, but next feather on the bottom here. Also, I cut out a V, meaning I cut out the tip of the feather, so that when you push these fibers together, it will have a more tapered look. You know, you want to taper your flies, man. Same thing with this feather. A few loose wraps and then just work it a bit. I have one each side of the shank here. Now this is just a tiny bit too long, in my opinion. There's looking better. I'll secure that. Clip this up a bit. That. Let's get this back the right way around. So you can see this is already looking quite right. Grab a third feather. That's a lie. You could grab a third feather, but I think I want to add some flash to this one. Not this much, but just a few strands. Let's say two. Two on each side. So place these two on your tying thread with your finger, just like this. And this way you can control it much easier. Get two on one side here. Take your time and work with your materials, not against them. It'll be just fine. Flip this over. Get them on the other side. Now these are obviously way too long, so trim these up. I don't want these longer than the Mallard feathers here. This is not a fly that has super much movement in the water because it's so short, but if you strap this fly in really fast, I guarantee you will get some pretty nasty strikes on that. Take a third feather here. Don't cut off the tip on this one because you want to be tying this in and palmer it. So tie that in, and the tip there. Take this off. Sure your thread is all the way up to the eye here. Get these crazy fibers here arranged a bit. I might want to grab onto my hackle pliers. And then just start palmering this. Helping these fibers point in the right direction. There's no more feather left there. Whoops, it's turning on me. Let's get that back. Take care of that. Like that. Get this off without cutting the tying thread. And then you want to help this a little bit. Man, this is looking so deadly already. So get out your wet finish. One time will be enough. off with the thread. Maybe grab your dubbing brush and help out any trapped fibers. Get them around the hook down here on the bottom. Like that. And this is where all the magic starts to happen, if you can call it magic. Whoa, that's a bit much. So get a drop on here, really let it soak into the fibers. Like that. And then you want to grab all these materials here with your fingers and turn them a bit, twist your fingers up a little bit like this to really get these hairs under control. And when you think you have it, you can push these fibers a bit forward like this. This is obviously way too much, but kind of want to find that sweet spot. I think that is just around. This is the beauty with UV resin, unless you're trying outside. You have all the time in the world to get this right. Push this out a bit before you harden it. And that will help determine the head shape at this point. Like that. Grab some more UV resin, get a drop on one side first. Let me take this one, where you want the eye. Smack on a big eye. I like this fly with big eyes. That so it sticks. That. Other side. Cure that up. And just onto one last layer here to get this. You know what? Why don't we go a bit crazy on this one and make a pink, fluorescent pink belly on this one, using these new colors from Golf. I really like those. Just give that a small drop there on the belly. Cure it. Let me turn this a bit so you can see how aggressive this fluorescent color is. Also, these colored UV resins need a bit more curing time. But if you like tying flies like me, this is no problem at all. As I like to say, it is not a race. Now you want to cover it all up. Just put a decent amount of glue on here and let it work its way in to the fibers. Some on the eyes. And you want to keep this fly spinning in your vise at all times. So the head stays perfect. Get that lamp ready. Cure it as you're turning. That there, ladies and gentlemen, is one deadly little mallard bait fish with some bling and some fluorescent pink to really piss off some trout, or perch. So try this one out. So that was it. A really fast little cool bait fish stickleback kind of thing. You don't want to miss this one in your box when the water really explodes in spring, which is just around the corner. Some of the other new things that has happened in the meantime is I have moved to a different apartment, or more like a small house, and sadly I will have to say goodbye to the good old cave here, but I am planning another setup so I can keep making these videos, so don't be alarmed. I will not stop making these videos for you guys. More on that will come in the blog, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it, and also hit the bell just to be really sure. And I guess I will see you guys next week. Or how is it? It's kind of a new thing, right? It is, in case you're wondering, it is out of, I think it's Dumb and Dumber, with Jim Carrey and the other dude that nobody remembers. At least I don't right now. Did I keep that? I kind of like it. See you guys.